Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, Sunday morning starts right now.
Good morning. Welcome to Sunday as we take a live look there at Grant Park. Buckingham Fountain still up and running. That means the transition hasn't totally happened. Exactly. We're still in fall. A lot of rain for you, though, overnight, continuing throughout the morning, but it's starting to taper down. I'm Stacey Baca.
And I'm Mark Rivera, and we want to welcome our new meteorologist, Greg Dutra, to the Weekend Morning Cast. And let's see what we've got here, because some of these showers are moving out.
Yeah, good news here is that we had an AccuWeather alert earlier because of the heavy rainfall, and because our ground is so saturated, there was the possibility we got some flash flooding. Good news is the rain did not cause any flash flooding, although we did get between about a ½ inch to a full inch of rainfall. The showers now moving out, mostly in northwest Indiana, I'd say through Porter and into LaPorte counties, but moving out pretty quickly here. And that's what we expect in Futurecast. A few lingering showers possible. This is 10 o'clock. I expect maybe even a few to last until about noontime. But look what happens as we get closer to the Bears game. Things dry out for the most part. Now, I cannot rule out a stray shower that lasts for a short period. If you're going tailgating or going to the game itself, you may run into a few of those raindrops. Here they are, even cruising through into the later evening. But it looks like most of the action is going to be south of the southern tip of Lake Michigan. So I got lingering rain in the forecast until about noon, then a couple of scattered showers off to the south. Temperatures don't go very far today, only into the upper 60s, but you'll be shocked to see the turnaround by Monday. A big-time change coming up in your full forecast.
All right, Greg, thank you. And we start with breaking news this morning. Man is now facing terrorism charges this morning for this wild ride through Woodfield Mall.
Right. The scene played out earlier this month inside the suburban shopping center. And today, we are learning more about the suspect. This is Javier Garcia of Palatine. Investigators say he acted alone when he crashed an SUV through the mall, causing shoppers, obviously, to run and panic.
Diane Patthew is live at 26 in California right now, where Garcia is scheduled to appear in court. Good morning, Diane.
As you mentioned, 22-year-old Javier Garcia from Palatine now charged with terrorism for plowing his SUV through Woodfield Mall. He crashed into the doors at Sears at Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg on Friday, September 20th, and then kept driving through the store and into the mall, zigzagging through the concourse, narrowly missing shoppers that ran for their lives. Early this morning, Schaumburg police announced 2 charges against Garcia, terrorism charges and criminal damage to property, both felonies. Amazingly, no one was hit by Garcia's car, which is why he's not facing any additional charges. Authorities say Garcia was not targeting anyone, any store, or even the mall. His motive still unknown. Police do believe Garcia acted alone. He was taken to a Amita Health Behavioral Hospital a week after the incident and then transported into the custody of Schaumburg police. He is expected in court later today. If convicted on that terrorism charge, Garcia could face a maximum of 30 years in prison. Reporting live outside of the Cook County Criminal Courthouse at 26th in California, Diane Patthew, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you. Turning back to our other top story as well. Parts of the Chicago area flooded this week, and people in the south suburbs cleaning up from the torrential rains that fell throughout the weekend. Kankakee, Will, Grundy counties were hit the hardest. Minooka firefighters say they rescued 11 people stranded by floodwaters. In other areas, flooded backyards and garages appeared to be the worst of it.
The water was all over the place, so we just we don't have to deal with this too often, but it was a downpour for hours.
Well, we've been through this before. I'm lucky I got brother-in-law carpenters, and they've helped me out many a time.
And with the threat of more rain in the forecast, although it's moving on out of here, officials are reminding people to not drive through flooded streets. And you can always track the latest with the free ABC7 AccuWeather app. Just search AccuWeather in the App Store. It's also available on Google Play.
New this morning, an IDOT Minuteman is recovering in the hospital after getting hit overnight on the Eisenhower Expressway. State police say the driver who hit that worker was arrested for DUI. The Minuteman is said to have injuries to his leg, but they don't appear to be serious.
44-year-old man is in critical condition this morning after he was shot in the head while driving last night. It happened around 6:20 on the 3800 block of West Grand Avenue. The Chicago Tribune reporting the man was driving with his family to a birthday party when he was shot. He's currently being treated at Mount Sinai Hospital, and no one is in custody.
The man accused of shooting at Dixon High School can now go on trial. Officials say Matthew Milby has been undergoing mental health treatment for months. This comes after the 20-year-old was found unfit to stand trial back in March. Milby has pleaded not guilty to last year's shooting at Dixon. He was stopped when a school resource officer shot him. Milby was the only person who was hurt. More than 100 weapons are now off of the streets in Chicago thanks to a gun turn-in event this weekend. We told you about it yesterday. Police hosted that event at Armitage Baptist Church. People who turned in guns that still worked got $100, no questions asked. 35 replica guns were also turned in for $10 each.
A celebration to honor a girl who was shot the day before her 12th birthday and later died. Last night, the community came together to help Contavia Blackfull's family pay for her funeral. Will Jones has the story.
Feel for that family. The Ronald McDonald House in Hyde Park is set to reopen this week after a winter flood caused major damage there. It's taken 8 months to fully repair the facility after bitter temperatures caused a pipe to burst inside. The flood badly damaged the 22 guest rooms and living spaces. A grand reopening celebration is set for Tuesday.
Happening today, the state's new wage history law takes effect, making it illegal for employers to ask job seekers about their salary history. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the new rules into law this past July. It also makes it illegal for employers to ban workers from discussing pay with their colleagues. Supporters say the law is designed to close the gap between men and women.
Will Joe Cool be back to lead the boys in blue? That is the big question that's heading into today's season finale. Madden's contract set to expire once the season ends today. He's led the team to the postseason each of the last 4 years, but the Cubs will be noticeably absent this year. Madden and Cubs president Theo Epstein met last night to discuss his future, and for now, it's wait and see.
What's going on now is the single greatest scam in the history of American politics.
Coming up next, a war of words. President Trump gets defiant over the Democrats' impeachment investigation.
And then Mexico City in morning, fans pay tribute to Latin cultural icon Jose Jose.
And later on, a precious moment that will make your heart melt. The video that'll soon be one of your favorite things. That's coming up after the break.
Just love that.
Girls in white dresses and blue satin sashes.